Hey everybody, Sports here, and today we've got a very special episode of Brew Talk in which I will preview this upcoming series against the Chicago Cubs. This series is incredibly important for the Brewers, as they now sit 1.5 games back of the Cubs in the NL Central, and a series sweep would give them a 1.5 game lead, while a series win could cut that deficit to half a game. So first off, let's talk about tonight's game here. We've got Jose Quintana, who has a 6-8 record with a 4.22 ERA, versus Brent Suter, who has a 1-1 record with a 2.84 ERA. In Quintana's last start, he gave up 3 runs in 6 innings. He had 7 strikeouts, and he got the win against St. Louis. At first, when the Cubs made this Quintana trade, I thought that it was a bad move for their farm because they sold so much. But as of now, it doesn't really look like that bad of a trade, as yet it's actually had a major impact on the team as they've coming out of the All-Star break here. They've been very hot since the All-Star break. They've only lost 2 games, I think, in total. On the flip side, Brent Suter, he's not a power pitcher by any means like Quintana is, but he has good location on all of his pitches, and he has some quality, has had some quality starts filling in for Chase Anderson when he went down with an oblique injury about a month ago. That was very unfortunate, and hopefully we can get him back for the stretch run here because we really need some help with our pitching, even though Jimmy Nelson and Zach Davies have put together some pretty good starts as of late. This game tonight should be a good game. Hopefully Suter can scrap together a 6 or 7 inning start. I'm not so sure about 7, but 6 would be great, and hopefully he can earn a win. We might also see Anthony Swarzak's Brewers debut in the series as he joined the roster just recently. If you don't remember, he's the pitcher we traded Ryan Cordell to. We got him from the White Sox. He has a 2.23 ERA this season, and he's been pretty solid. I'm hoping that he can give our bullpen a little bit of a boost because our bullpen is just failing us every single game for some reason. I mean, yesterday we gave up 15 runs with Michael Blazek starting, and then our bullpen just gave up even more. It just kept raining down on us, And game before that, our bullpen blew a 2-1 lead going into the 8th, and we just really need some bullpen help right now, and I hope that Swarzak can deliver that for us. And this is a very important series, so it'd be great if we could get him into the game late in a few of these games at least. Let's look ahead to Game 2 here. We got Kyle Hendricks with a 4-3 record and a 3.95 ERA versus Junior Guerra with a 1-4 record and a 5.22 ERA. Now, if I had to bet on one game for the Brewers to lose in this series, it'd probably be this one, because Junior Guerra hasn't had a good outing in what seems like months, and Kyle Hendricks has put together some strong outings recently. I'm really hoping that should the Brewers acquire a starting pitcher, that Junior Guerra gets moved down to the bullpen because he has just not had it this year at all. And I kind of wish we had traded him in the offseason, looking back on it, because he had a lot of value in the offseason coming off of that really good 2016 season he had. And he's pretty old. He's 31. He's not going to be a part of the future. He's just been a whole mess this season. I know hindsight is 2020, but it's not looking too good for the Brewers in this game, this Saturday game. If we're gonna drop at least one, it's gonna be this one. But I mean, hey, it's baseball. I never know. So let's take a look at Game 3 here. We've got John Lackey with a 7-9 record and a 4.97 ERA versus Zach Davies with a 12-4 record and a 4.45 ERA. Now, contrary to Game 2, if I had to bet on one game in this series that the Brewers would win, it'd be this one. John Lackey has been just abysmal this season, and there's talks of moving him to the bullpen should the Cubs acquire another starter. Meanwhile, Zach Davies has been pitching fantastic as of late and has won the league leaders in run support, hence his 12-4 record. And the Brewers usually bring the bats when he comes to play. The last outing we scored, 8 runs, I think? But that outing before that in Pittsburgh, we didn't. I think we only gave him like 2 runs of support, and we ended up losing that game, even though he had a really good quality start. He's been really good as of late. I mean, just a few weeks ago, I was thinking, I don't really want Zach Davies in this rotation because he has no velocity at all, and he continues to give up 5-6 runs a game, and it was just infuriating to watch our team have games where we'd score tons of runs, and the other team would score tons of runs, and we'd just barely scratch out a win. But he's really came around in these past few weeks here, and I hope he can continue it with a win on Sunday. And hopefully that'll either be the series sweep clinching game or the series win clinching game. But overall, I think this series is going to be one that the Brewers certainly must win in order to stay in the NL Central race. They're currently sitting 4.5 games back of the Rockies for the second wild card, so it appears as though the easier task is to win the division to get to the playoffs. But as we know, the Cubs are really heating up right now, and uh, maybe getting the wild card will be the easier task. Rockies have kind of been playing some 500 baseball since they had that really hot start. They could fall off at any point in time, but the Cubs, I don't know, they're just on a tear right now. So, I mean, it's possible that the Brewers start focusing more on that wild card if we end up losing the series. But I don't really know how confident I'm feeling in the Brewers in the series. We kind of backed our way into it while the Cubs have been on fire. But if we can't pull out a series victory, we've still got that second wild card that we can look at here, and the Rockies are not playing very good baseball right now. Um, but yeah, I mean, hopefully the Brewers can win the series, and hopefully the Brewers fans outnumber the Cubs fans at Miller Park this time because in games past and years past, the Cubs always have this very big presence at Miller Park, even when they're not a very good team. We seem to have a problem with them filling up our seats, and the cheers for the Cubs are a lot louder than the cheers for the Brewers, which is unfortunate. But anyways, I hope I'm giving a positive reaction in my next episode on Monday of Brew Talk coming after the Cubs series ends. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like and subscribe. Check out my friend's channel, BrewPack8. Leave the link in the description. He's got some really good highlight videos on his channel. And as always, go Brewers, and let's hope we can pull this series out because we really need it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on Monday.